Sup chat? Welcome back to a VLDC favorite, also known as VLDC 8. Last time we started on this a very long forest world, as I warned in the previous episode. I think I could have, busted it out last stream, but I told myself that, if I'm feeling like, I want to rush it, like rush the last few levels, that means I should stop. Because, as I repeated from the last episode/stream, I rushed, I think, one of the VLDC finales at, I think, 4 levels left, or 3 levels left, and I was like, I didn't want to put it in a separate stream/episode. So then I busted it out, and looking back at it, yeah, I did rush at the end, and as no fuego, especially in our beloved series that we're playing here today. But I can assure you, don't take my word for it, maybe there's a level that'll take us like 2 hours. I can assure you that we could finish the forest world today and start on the next world, which we'll decide after this. So, yeah, it looks like we got about 3 levels left because we finished off on Kind Timber Biome, aka Kinder Biome, as I almost called it last time. So, without further ado, let's just jump right back into it. We got Ruinswamplatformist by imamelia. This is 27th place out of 85, 86. Who knows? The numbers are all over the place. But guess who's not going to forget about listing off the official rating? This level has a score of 85 out of 100. 85 flat. Let's do it. That word is like a mouthful. That's something you would say when you're a specialist in something. So I'd be like, I'm a VLDologist, a VLDCologist. That's what the freaking title sounded like. Alright, it's very swampy-esque so far, isn't it? And I assume, duh, those pencils are gonna hurt me. I wonder if they actually have an official name, or everyone just calls them pencils. I bet you anything the official names for them are pencils. Because that's what they are, right? They're wooden. You can see the pointy parts of it. Like, come on. You ain't fooling anybody. This is a very dark-esque water, isn't it? And that's the midway already, man. I'm kind of just blazing along when I don't really mean to. Oh, now we got a stinky swamp. Sorry. Speaking of swamp, that's what it's been feeling like the past few days. Just humid as all hell. But you could kind of tell I'm not really the biggest fan of summer. Because how I always say is, I assume I have to drop from here. Oh gosh. Fun fact, those fat platforms, I'm pretty sure you could jump off of them after a certain amount of time, or like any amount of time when they're falling. And the reason I'm bringing that up is you might notice the other great platforms, the skinny ones, those ones, like to eat your jump given enough time. So what was I rambling on about before I gave chat a little bit of nerd knowledge? Oh, okay. I really try to reach for that one. I will say though that this second half is, I hope that the last Yoshi coin wasn't in the top corner there. I have a feeling. Yeah, this is looking very, end of the level, right? So I would say that was first try, except I am going to load the midway instead. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I managed to kill it that time. And just play this second half again. Or my excuse is, I just enjoyed the level that much. I will say that the second half is fun. It was pretty challenging. I mean, compared to the... in comparison, very lackluster first half. But no, this I do like the second half a bit more. I don't say it as often, even though it was one of the key things I would say in old VLDCs, where I would say, you know, one half is much better than, you know, the second half, or vice versa, right? And normally I don't say that anymore. I kind of just boil it down into, you know, on average, right? But like, this one is clear to me. Alright, so I got just subsection. This is, I mean, I'm glad that they're making me work for this last Yoshi coin. It kind of feels like also a secret exit, right? This music's also kind of jamming. It was kind of boring at first, but once the instrument comes in, it's like, you know, can never go wrong with VLDC. So yeah, these are the skinny grade platforms I was talking about, right? You want to jump off of those as soon as possible, because you can't exactly fall with them. Which, I don't know why it matters that much, but I've noticed that given time, because I'd be like, you know, where the hell is my jump coming from these tiny or skinny grade platforms? 24. So yeah, GG's. Still technically first tried it, right? I didn't die once. Maybe I should add that as a bingo slot, but I feel like that's just, well, it's not just, you know, the first level. It's the first attempt at every level, right? I'm still brainstorming, because I kind of turned it into a trend since VLDC 6 that, you know, there are some returning, you know, slots that I refuse to remove, like the orb and all that in the top right. But, you know, at each VLDC that we've done so far, I tried to edit some of the more, you know, boring ones, in my opinion. So, speaking of which, I don't think we filled out any of the bingo slots on the first level. Sorry, I'm just looking through the bingo card right now. Make sure that there really wasn't anything. It doesn't look like it. I was trying to remember if there was bubbles in that level, but nope. So I guess you could call the level just mid, you know? It had no spikes, which I disagree, because again, the second half was much more fun compared to the first half, and that's like in comparison, because like the second half, I don't know if it genuinely felt fun, or if it because the first half just felt that lackluster in comparison. But I enjoyed it for what it was. The aesthetics are kind of as good as you're gonna get in a swamp level. And yeah, it's just, again, on average, if you balance it out with meh first half, good second half, it just clap it together, you got a normal level, and that's what it felt like. I do think it's a bit cute with the Yoshi coins where you find out after the fact. So like when I was jumping off of the great platform, oh wait, you needed to fall with that one to get a Yoshi coin, and so forth, right? I literally had to replay the level to get the last Yoshi coin, which I'm not gonna dog points. I'm saying that as a good thing. I know some people, you know, won't agree with me, and I could see that, but at least, you know, at least I got to play the second half again, and I did like it for what it was, so GG's. So, time to rank it. Where does it go? Yeah, again, it's boiled down, it's just a normal level, in my opinion. It used some niche sprites, but it doesn't strike me as, you know, up here. Even though, in all honesty, it probably could, but let's say the first half kind of dumbs it down. I still think it was a fun platformer, though. So I think this, despite what I said, it could probably go right here somewhere. I don't think it's top 10. Like, it might, like, Ruinswamplatformist, all in one word, by the way, could probably go over this, but I don't think it's top 10, in my opinion. I remember saying this level... Hold on. I know this was the level we played earlier in the Forest World. I have to remember, because we played so many levels. Okay, it was this one, where it was kind of just... It was kind of just here, with a pretty ite gimmick, so... Collected that mushroom for no reason. But I remember saying it wasn't, you know, anything bad, but it wasn't, you know, groundbreaking. And that's kind of what I said with Ruinswamplatformist. This was an auto-scroller. This one was a cute gimmick, pretty decent level. So I think it does go down here. But even I think Seaside Tropical Ruins, you know what? No, and here's why. Because Seaside Tropical Ruins, I had to replay the second half twice because I ended up dying that level, and already the second time through it felt tedious. While when I played this level, remember I played the second half twice, and I had just as much fun playing the second time around as I did the first time. So. I think it could get 14th. I don't think it's better than Copyright Violation. I think that was a pretty fun level throughout. Yeah. So Ruinswamplatformist, that is a mouthful to type and say. I'm surprised I didn't. I'm even gonna proofread it. Ruinswamplatformist. Okay. RSP gets 14th place. So aesthetics, I mean, you did make it feel like a swamp, but it still felt bland in my opinion. But I mean, again, so much you could do with a swamp level. Creativity, I don't know if it's enough to get an 8. I was saying a 10. No way, dude. I drive a hard bargain when it comes to 10s for creativity, playability, and aesthetics. Like, if you get a 10 in creativity and playability, that means it's a godlike level. Consistency, you get a 10. And playability, I'll give you an 8. The second half was fun. And I wouldn't mind playing it again, you know? And functionality... I was thinking a 9.5 because of the Yoshi coin. Sure. I know I said it wasn't really much a problem, but let's say general crowd. And now the general crowd may roast me for answering for them. But they're not here to defend themselves, so Alright, moving on. We got Tragic Revolution by Koopster. This guy is a pretty stacked creator, and he's also a judge of previous VLDCs, I'm pretty sure. 25th place with a score of 86 out of 100. So this is 1 whole point more, and apparently that's enough to get you only two spots higher. Alright, first Yoshi coin. That was easy. So, oh no, sorry, fake beans. I bet you anything there's gonna be like a real one. And it's gonna frickin'... Hey! I mean, I kind of prefer the Yoshi coin on the other side, but I'm glad I'm rewarded for my funny shenanigans. Hook me up, Felix. Thank you. Alright. So far, so good. It just feels... I mean, it's too early to say, Felix. Shut up. I'm just kind of listening to the music, which is very energetic for what the level feels like. So far. I think Koopster is the one that made Rushed Ridge in the previous VLDC. VLDC 7. How do I get there, by the way? I see no way of getting down there. Wait, what? Am I... Oh, these are... Okay, these are different. There was a coin there. That's a little bit of inconsistency if you ask me. But there was a coin. Like, oh no, I can't walk through these. Watch out now. So far so good. What you got for me? A strange army of jumpy guys that arrived the other day seem to want to take over the forest by building their own big city over it. Enlighten me. Are we gonna get like, oh, the big bad industrial company destroys the forest type of deal? And the reason why I'm very specific about that is I kind of had a gimmick of that in my own hack. So it's amazing. Oh, hello! I see a feather over there. That's a switch block, and I somehow turned around, and that is a lot of chunks. And all of a sudden, the level, you know, feels kind of spice. It may or may not be because I finally got hit. Alright, I wonder if I need this key for something. This level does have a secret exit, which... I mean, the level, you know, there's a lot that I could go above, as you can see. But other than that, no multiply. Thank you. But, yeah. See, I was right. Oh no, the forest is getting destroyed because the big bad industrial company's doing it. I did this first. Actually, technically, because this was made in 2015, technically I stole it first. So who's in the wrong here, you know? Alright, I see stuff at the bottom, but I feel like I don't have one chance at going up here. If I can even get up here, come on. Thank you. Okay. I thought it was gonna be another, oh, it's gonna buy saw. It's gonna be, you know, a fake pipe or something. Which, not speaking of, I have to go over here onto my bingo card, and we had... I guess I'll count custom sprites because Koopster did change the, what's the word? Like the word's not coming to mind right now. What's the other one I wanted to fill out anyways? I wanted switch block. Where is that? There it is. Not plural, because there was only one switch block, but it's enough. Frick, what's the word I'm looking for? They changed the nice voice crack. They changed the like I cannot English. And I'm pretty sure the secret exit is underneath us, but I'm gonna grab the normal exits through here. Or so I thought. There is still more level to be played. And yeah, this is what I like to call a storyline level. This is gonna kill me, by the way. No, but that's where you spawn in from somewhere. I probably should hold the L there. You know what? Sure. Oh wait, I can't. Alright, no, I'll hold the L. I'll hold the L. Curiosity kills the cat, as they say. I grabbed all the Yoshi coins anyway, so I'm fine with resetting. Besides, I could re-grab my feather right here, now that I know it's here. I'm still trying to figure out the word I was trying to say, by the way. Koopster changed the, you know, normally I could run through that block, but that one time I was able to run through it, so that makes it blank. Fill in the blank for me, chat. Because I cannot do English speak tonight, apparently. Alright. I don't know why I'm flying over, by the way. I know where the possible secret exit is. So why am I skipping this all of a sudden? I just need to know how to get to it. So there's an on and off switch somewhere. I'm pretty sure this doesn't count as a break, by the way, because they wouldn't have gave me a feather otherwise. No, I don't know, man. I'm really on the fence with myself. Maybe I'm lacking the confidence today. I don't know. Let's grab this secret exit. Watch me be completely wrong. Like, hello, that is a ugly looking door? This is a time void. This pipe will take you several years ahead in the future. Stole my gimmick! Stole my freaking gimmick, dude! Stop! Will take you several years in a future of devastation. You can still go back if you want. Dude, I kid you not. Like, the level I made in my hack is kind of the complete opposite, where in my level, you start off in a cave where you go to a factory, but the secret exit takes you back in time. No, the main gimmick of my level is it takes you back in time, but I made the secret exit where you go even further back in time to the point before, you know, it got all built, so you ended up in, you would know it, a forest. So me and Koopster are literally doing the same gimmick except separate ways, where this one we're going into the future, and for my level we were going into the past. That's fucking hilarious, man. So yeah, now everything's just gonna be like fucking dead, right? Now this isn't ominous at all. No, this actually is kind of creepy, isn't it? Haha. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you know? I don't know which way I want to go, by the way. I'll go this way. Yeah, the big bad industry killed nature, Chad. This is what's gonna happen in real life too, but unironically though. I just find that so funny that, like, I didn't steal the gimmick. You know, even though I played this hack before I made my own hack, I would have not remembered this. So as I like to call, I'm playing this partially blind. Yeah, like, this is what I like to call the flip side gimmick, and this is done, you know, bias, not bias included. This is how you do a flip side gimmick, you know? You make a copy and paste level, but you make the past or the future or however else enough for it to be, you know, a completely different level, right? Where it feels like, hey, we're in the same area, but it's been devastated by insert thing here, so good shit. So that was a secret exit. Again, I'm not being biased because I made the gimmick as well. You know, that's why I was completely surprised, where it's like, wait a second, this sounds very familiar to my own hack. Which, the more I talk about it, and I say this for a lot of games / hacks, maybe I should play my own hack. I mean, there's about... Stupid, by the way. There's... like, how many exits? Because I tested in my game. There's about 40 exits worth of levels, and that's counting, you know, secret exits and all that. I would say, you know, maybe I should wait until I finish the hack, but it's kind of just been a project that's been there, you know, if I don't got anything else to do. And even then, there was days where I was bored, like after stream or something. Well, after stream I go to bed, but you know what I mean. So as I say, like, even when I'm bored, I'm like, I don't want to work on my hack. That is what you call burnout, Chad, and the burnout is real. So that's why, you know, when I feel like I'm done with a stream, like, for the night, where I was like, should I continue? And normally, you know, if I have a lot of viewers watching, I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, I would love to do that for my viewers. But I know I know in my, feelings that I have left, surprisingly, I know when to stop it when need to be, because, I played games in the past where, I started to get a little burnt out and I kept playing, and man, the burnout is so real. And a prime example of that is, I used to play Monster Hunter a lot on my Switch, and then, come later on, I start to feel really burnt out, right? And I kept playing until, one day I just was like, okay, I don't want to play anymore. And that was about since COVID, because that's where I kind of got introduced into the Monster Hunter series. And I haven't played Monster Hunter since. That's how bad the burnout is. So we're back in this concrete jungle. No, concrete jungle is like houses literally side by side with one another. It's a little bit of urban dictionary for you. Also, technically, this counts as cutoff, but like literally, right? They cut off the trees, man. Alright, 19. You know what? Just for the meme, I'll add it to the cutoff. Even though we all know and love what it actually means, right? So, alright, that was Tragic Revolution. That's how you make a flip side gimmick level. Where you start off, that level had both the flip side gimmick and a storyline to go with it, where, you're in a forest, and the more you play along, you end up going into a more industrial area with saws, and then you end up, in a factory, and that's what I love. Like, that is prime flip side gimmick to me. The level itself, I'll say the secret exit, whether or not it was the aesthetics or not, the secret exit was really fun. The normal exit, again, it was the build-up, right? You kind of have to build up what the gimmick was. And I'll be honest, when we first played the level, I was like, okay, this feels pretty boring. Well, in the end, right? So I don't know if I should, based on that, but it's really like a curve where it starts off at 0, and then it slowly goes up to kind of peak. Also, the water was purple. Let's say there was a break, because honestly, who knows where the on and off switch was. If I had to fly for it, which it seems like that was the case, that is pretty lame-o, but I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else we need to fill out. Nope. Alright. Time to rate this all. So yeah, this level, rocked, right? The gimmick is top-notch. The level itself really did feel kind of mid. So I think it is up here. But, again, I feel like I'm second-guessing myself. I think my confidence is at a all-time low today, where I'm second-guessing my own rankings, my own professional opinions, etc. this, etc. that. So what I think is probably the best gimmick we had. It'll probably get a 9.5 come the ranking. But the level itself, again, I don't know if I should base it on average or the build-up, because the build-up was, top-notch. But the average scale, yeah, the first half was pretty boring, right? But, again, it's the build-up, so what should I do? So, okay. So I don't think it's... I legit thought at first of giving this level first place, because again, you nailed the gimmick and the storyline, and I have massive respect for that. But again, the level itself didn't, kind of click like these levels did. Like Waterflow Temple was fun to play despite the no midway. Crystal Reef Garden, the aesthetics were top notch. Signs Are Useless was a fun level despite it being really challenging. Eating Block Ruins was an amazing gimmick and fun level. So that's how I was debating that Tragic Revolution tragically gets 5th place because, you know, if I'm saying that Eating Block Ruins with its gimmick and fun value was high, then that kind of kicks Tragic Revolution to the curb. Because what I'm thinking right now is it's either 5th or 3rd. I was even thinking that Trunk Trouble might have been better, but I think I'm willing to give Tragic Revolution the upper hand because of the gimmick. Again, do I base it on average? Even though I said for Ruinswamplatformist, I based it on average, so I feel like I have to be a hard stuck to that. And in which case, yes, Tragic Revolution does get fit. But I think come, you know, over time, I think this is gonna move up. Because again, you did a very good job at the gimmick. And I respect the hell out of that. So like the aesthetics, you captured it pretty well, especially the, you know, the future part where everything was dull and gloomy and all that. Creativity, you know, an 8 despite everything. Consistency, I gotta give you a 10, just based on, you know, the gimmick. Which, by the way, yeah, what am I saying? The creativity is top notch, so you get. I did say I was gonna give it 9.5, and I still stay true to my word. Playability, so that's where I'll put an 8, because I still don't think so. And functionality, there was some saws disappearing, and again, I don't really know about the secret exit to get there, right? That one's still a mystery. So, alright, good shit, Koopster. Much better level than his VLDC 7 level, which I think was Rushed Ridge, and that level was kind of just normal. So, alright, final level of the Forest Scroll. We got Purple Pyre, PP, by Dr. Tapeworm. This is 10th place. Oh man, so so it must be the top 8 for every VLDCs. I still remember it being top 10 levels in the finale, but if we have 10th place here, then that must mean it's either top 8 or top 9, which top 9 would probably be pretty weird, right? So official ranking is 91.3 out of 100. That is impressive. But did I say was the official ranking of this? Yeah, I said 86. See, I'm on top of it now. Because after last stream, I was like, yeah, I'm way behind it. Alright, PP time. Let's do it. Alright, as if I didn't fill out the purple bingo slot now. Now we can. Or if you're a late joiner, yes you can fill it out. Alright. Normally, like, Pyre strikes me as forest and fire, which, you know, that's what the word means to me, right? Where you kind of combine forestry and fire. Not like wildfire or forest fire, but that's what I interpret the word as. Which right now, kind of lacking in the fire department. Whoa! Still pretty gloomy, all things considered. I'm surprised I didn't bonk my head there. I didn't even see those spikes, dude. I'll be honest. Which, again, I know I have the switch blocks, but my freaking autistic ass likes to pretend I don't have the switch block and see how, you know, these levels play out if I didn't have it. Oh, that was just a coin? Sure, I guess. Oh god. So I'm just paranoid, like, am I gonna bonk? I'm really, you know, struggling in the freaking confidence department today. Alright. That was the first half. Not bad. Now it is bad because we got this douchebag. I don't like this enemy at all. Especially when he flips his freaking fire around and he's like controlled by the camera or something. That's what I don't like about the enemy. He can, like, when he flips his flame around, it's not, you know, what's the word? It's not, you know, smooth, right? It's kind of, I figured something was up there. You know, it's forced upon, right? Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I could get a feather here. Deserved. Deserved, dude. And I know I used it there, but I don't want to deal with this enemy, okay? Like, look when he turns around. You can see the flame. It kind of just teleports in an instant, right? But hey, we got our fire gimmick, right? Alright, let's see if we can get a feather now. I don't know if it's intentional or not. Also deserved again. But you absolutely can get a feather from those note blocks. Alright, one more Yoshi coin. Right now my focus is on, do I enter that or keep going? I mean, I could just keep going and maybe I have to double back. Now I don't know. Oh, he left! Yes! No, I feel like I gotta enter that pipe. I feel like, you know, we're gonna get dropped down into it. I don't like to use coin blocks, man. And how does this make sense? We go up into a forest and we got water now. Make it make sense, dude. Alright, this level is... you want me to be brutally honest? I don't really see this being a top 10 level. It kind of just feels like, Felix, I was trying to go up there. I see that's where one of the exits are, so let's just go through here. Is that literally where we just were? Alright, that's the level.
25.
Not bad, but again, I don't see how it's top 10. And again, I don't want to be rude by saying that, because I always have big respect for, you know, the high places. Because whenever I see a high placement, I'm like, ooh, you know? Is this one of the good ones? Allegedly. But that's also why I started my own ranking list, you know? Because I think when I first started to stream VLDCs, you know, I didn't do rankings at first. I just played the levels, I, you know, explained the official rankings, and I would always say, you know, how is this low ranked, how is this high ranked? So that's when I came up with the idea where I was like, because I was also nervous at first, because, you know, I'm not an official judge, but now over time, because I literally played every single VLDC so far, I feel like I could consider myself a pro enough. Heck, I even got my first double jump in this VLDC. You know I'm getting better when I'm able to do a double frame perfect trick, right? So I will say that, oh my, these blocks are not needed, man. I literally had felt my heart jump when I almost, because if I fully committed there, I think I was dead. Alright, as I was saying, yeah, the aesthetics, I mean, I'm glad I'm replaying it again, because now I'm appreciating it a bit more. But still, like, the level does have spice, don't get me wrong, but is it because of the fishing, boo? I still don't think so, despite how I feel about this. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, the reason why I don't think this is top 10 level is because of the fishing, boo. again, I don't know. It's like the levels have to hit that note with me that, you know, the levels should be doing. All right, how am I gonna get a feather here? I don't think that's solid. Well, that's why I don't really like the fire flower. I was holding the Y button to get ready to pick it back up, you know. All right. You know what? No, let's try getting in this without. Right. Guess who forgot again? He could have just used. You seriously could have just used freaking normal freaking blocks, man. Okay, now we're gonna go back into the pipe. I guess that spin locked me out of getting, or ducking, I mean. Like, maybe the reason why I don't think it's top 10 is some of the questionable stuff, i.e., why is that a water section? And, what's another thing? There's another thing that I was like, eh. Alright, up we go. Man, I barely made that. Alright, let's see if the secret exit is any different. Okay, so now we don't got water, even though this is literally the same gimmick. Question mark. I mean, I see the exit, but... Okay, you can't re-enter the pipe. So yeah, that's my one sentence about this level. It's questionable. Like, questionable ideas. Because why was that subsection for the feather underwater? Why was there hidden coin blocks when there seriously didn't have to be? I think that's what's ruining it for me. Is some of the questionable stuff. Because, you know, maybe it's too big brain for me that I'm not realizing it, but you know what we do in a situation like this? We check the official judge notes and see what they have to say about this level. So, Purple Pyre, first judge. Always nice to see the fishing boot actually being used in a good way instead of ruining an otherwise decent level. This one is very well designed and I really love the aesthetics as well. So it seems like they're a fan of the fishing boot. And third judge. Overall, very neat and a good example of everything in a level clicking together without being too intrusive in any direction. Also, an uncommon instance of fishing boots being used properly, in quotations, in which they are present to pose a respectful threat to the player without making it feel like instant difficulty, just add an annoying enemy and generator. The setting is also pretty excellent in its own right. So they were a fan of the fishing boot, and if I were to chime in, looking back at it, they're kind of right where the fishing boot, you know, when they're always introduced, people just instantly assume, oh, it's an enemy to be annoyed with. But I think what they mean by that is only in some circumstances where you have to, you know, jump up to the elevated level of dealing with the fishing boot, but other halves, you know, you kind of go underneath it. I kind of explained it pretty bad. Either way, they made it so the fishing boot actually posed a threat at some times instead of all of the time, which, playing it didn't really feel like it, if I'm being completely honest, but I see where the judges are coming from, but it's not working for me. Sorry. But I will say, though, that, like, again, this is a level that I wouldn't be surprised to see in a, you know, best ranked levels world. But also, to me, it's not top 10, where, you know, when I play it, because there are some levels we play in, you know, the finale, where it's like, oh, this level is, you know, pretty mid, and that's what this level felt like. But I also am not surprised about its rankings, even though I said, how is this 10th place? But now I understand. So to me, it is in top 10. Even though I'm probably going to go down the list and be like, well, you know? Which I kind of said as a shitpost, but now I'm thinking about it more, and it might actually be top 10, because like this level is very solid, other than some of the questionable stuff, right? It is very solid with its gimmick and platforming and all of that. It's just the small subtle stuff that ruin it for me. And what I mean by that is, again, hidden coin blocks. The fishing boo is, I mean, it's one of those enemies that I just hate because it's annoying to deal with. It might actually be up here. Because it's better than Convoy or Koopster, better than all of these, better than Goal Hunt, better than Wholly Unnecessary. And that's where I might stop. I mean, I was thinking that from a VLDC standpoint, Purple Pyre is very vanilla, so it's automatically better than all of these. But I think that's as high as I'm gonna go. I don't think it's better than Trunk Trouble. Or up here. Yeah, I think so. Let's say without the questionable stuff, it literally could have probably been top 3. Because, yeah, now I'm picturing the level back in my mind. It is pretty well done. It's just not my cup of tea, let's say that. So PP gets 7th place. Because the aesthetics... 8.5 because I still don't get the water stuff. Or water section, not water stuff. Stupid. Creativity, pretty cool. Consistency gets an 8 because 1, the water section literally shared the same aesthetics as the secret exit section. And 2, fishing booth. Playability, I think most people will like it. I'll even give you 8.5. I can't be mad that they used that annoying enemy and they utilized it where it's annoying half of the time. So I should be giving it more credit based on just that. In functionality, let's say 8s across the board because of the fishing boo. And the hidden coin blocks. So yeah, not my cup of tea, but I gotta admit, it is a well done level. So good job, Dr. Tapeworm. Alright, that's the end of the very long forest world. Like, let's count real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 levels. Yeah, this literally, because I think I said in the previous episode, the forest world is going to take up the whole stream, and it did the last stream. Sorry, my top 3 levels. There is a lot of good ones, and a lot of bad ones in this world. So, Trunk Trouble, I think, gets 3rd for, like, 3rd favorite. 2nd favorite can go to, Tragic Revolution, and 1st place, it's gotta go to this one. Eating Block Ruins. This level put a smile on my face. It was that fun and funny. Alright, top 3 least favorite. I am kind of spoiled for choice, and what I mean by that is absolutely 1st place. This level was no fuego is what I gotta say. 2nd goes to Seedside Course. These 2 levels are like holy shit, you know? If you were, you know, a new time viewer, you could go watch the previous episode and you'll see what I mean. But 3rd least favorite is kind of a hard one to pick because there's not really any 3rd bad one. You would think this one would get 3rd, but this one was kind of legit. So I think by default, I gotta give this one 3rd least. But I enjoyed this level despite its ranking. No, we'll give it a Kind Timber biome. This level was pretty boring. So I'll give 3rd least to this one. But there's really only the bottom 2, which I pointed out. Sorry, peace out, Forest World. We're gonna be back for the grand finale. Just a little heads up. But that is a third world down, right? No, fourth world. Because there's the lowest ranked world, there's the grassland and the water world. So we're not quite halfway done yet. Alright, I think I said the next one I wanted to do was the mountain world. I'm not technically going to go in order, like you think I would, like left to right. Because I think after the mountain world, I'm going to go down here and do these two. And then we might do... I assume, based on the picture, this is the industrial world. Maybe I will do it in order, who knows. Either way, mountain world time. We're up in the mountains, and we got new music to go with it. Look at all these yellow dots. Alright, let's start. We got Mushroom Skies by Nick139. This is 44th place with a score of 75.33 out of 100. Let's do it. Let us start the mountain world. Whoa, this is... I already like this music, actually. Oh, that's a Yoshi quit up there. You know, I was looking for it. That's why I was kind of jumping around. Alright. I'm not saying this is Kirby, but it sounds very Kirby-esque. But it had a funky beat to start. Again, this is still my favorite VLDC, just based on the music. I will say... No, I'm gonna save it for the finale. There's something I want to say, but I think I'm gonna wait until post-finale. I'm probably gonna die here. No, not! There's the pipe here. Oh, it's the, classic. Alright, midway. So far, I love the aesthetics. The music does match the, you know, joyful feel that this level has. So I'm a fan of that. Sorry, I'm just listening to music. I'm trying to figure out where it's from. You would be surprised what some of the music is from, by the way. Which, by the way, I haven't really been acknowledging, but we played a lot of levels so far that have had these swing platforms. I think 3 levels so far, which, by the way, I use those swing platforms as a bingo slot in the VLDC 7 because I thought it was that rare. Well, VLDC 8 is making it seem pretty common, especially this episode. 29. So yeah, that was just a bonus game. And with that, the vanilla music slot. Yeah, I think we already got the full bingo on episode 2 or 1. So I don't gotta get it again. Haha. Duped. Alright, we got... vanilla music, that's what we got. And that's really it. So alright. Yeah, that was a pretty solid level. That was the prime example of you would see this level in a proper Mario game. And I mean that in pretty high remarks. This level was just mid, but it felt very joyful. The aesthetics were nice. The platforming was very simple. It's literally a level you would see in a proper Mario game. I'm not gonna say, you know, the company, because they've been kind of not so fuego lately. Which, by the way, I'm a huge, you know, N fan. But the shit that they've been pulling off lately is pathetic. So like, yeah. Anyway, Mushroom Skies, yeah. Very, very solid level. Not fun gimmick. Just like a normal gimmick, but fun level, fun aesthetics, fun music. just a very joyful level. That's really my one sentence that I would say about this level. So where does it go? Yeah, from a level standpoint, you know, it's pretty just normal, but the essence, you know, unlike Purple Pyre, like, that level didn't click with me. This level did. So that's what I mean by, you know, it's just that feeling that you get about a level, right? So I think it's somewhere here. The aesthetics were nice. Level was pretty fun to play. The music made it more fun. I think it could go here. It really does feel like Conveyor Coppice, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's 13th. Don't kid yourself, Felix. It hit that mark, and it's a level that you seriously would play in a modern Mario game. So good stuff. Aesthetics, the music was nice. Aesthetics were also nice. Creativity, again, just normal. Consistency 10, playability 8, and functionality 10. It really is a solid level. So good shit. Way to start off the Mountain World, Nick. Now let's move on. We got How Does Moles by lolyoshi. Okay. 15th place. The reason I was saying okay is normally I'd be like, yo, it's a creator I respect and recognize because they're part of the Jump team. But I will say that the lolyoshi VLEC levels have not been holding up based on the past levels we played. Like lolyoshi's VLEC 7 level was fine, but his VLEC 5 and 6 were something else, and not in a good way. Alright, the score of 90 out of 100. 90 flat. Let's do this. Alright, we got the, I like to consider this song the, like, VLEC staple. Was that a question mark block? That the mold just broke? I like to consider... Yeah, they are! I like to consider this song like the prime... You know how... Oh, shit. Okay, so far I see the gimmick, right? Do I actually have to bounce off of it in mid-air? Oof. No, like, seriously? I gotta bounce off of it like that? How the hell am I gonna manage that? Really? I was sliding, but sure. So far, feeling like a lolyoshi level. Even if I time... Okay, if I time it, I can land on this. I can't start select out. This is just the first Yoshi coin, man. What the heck? I wonder if I can hit that before the bowl breaks it. I think there's another one over here. Okay, that one I'm pretty sure I can't. No, I'm going way too early. I still feel like that's a jump, man. that's a jump. And that's not a pun on, you know, the Jump team. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm like, maybe I have to come back? Question mark. No, we're just gonna keep retrying this frickin' beginning section until we get it. Maybe it's not as bad as I think. Maybe let's, you know, take it slow. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I was trying to give myself false confidence. Seriously, how else am I supposed to get? Again, I would have not remembered this problem because I didn't collect the Yoshi coins the times I've been playing these levels. Yeah, no. I was trying to do a shell jump, but that is a crazy setup to do a shell jump, man. Oh, almost. Like, this is a cool gimmick so far. I will admit that. I fall at the same speed as the mod Teemo. That's the thing. Oh, I got it, sucker! I was greedy. I gotta spice up these runs somehow, right? Like, what the heck, lolyoshi? That's all I gotta say is, what the heck, man? I'm doing the same thing, and you know it's gonna be the same outcome too. Oh, that was okay. That was solid. Oh, I got it! Alright, the pressure's on now. Just don't die, Felix. I refuse to save state, by the way. I think it's gonna make it more fun for the stream if, you know, I have to play this without, you know, the without a little self-checkpoint. I messed up the gimmick. Oh my god. Okay. See, the stress is on, man. This is a Oh, I was about to. No, no, no. You, no, no. Okay, yeah, like that's all I gotta say is okay. This level. Okay, so it was a fake one. The muncher, dude. The frickin' muncher trap. I was like, am I about to land on a muncher? You frickin' smart ass. That put a smile on my face. I'm genuinely just like what the fuck, you know? Oh, nice. Oh! Okay. Oh, I actually got a bounce on these. No! I'm pretty sure I could live that if I got like the perfect spin jump. Alright. Let's run it back. I got all the Yoshi coins, so don't gotta do that again. Now, this is a fun level. When a level, you know, makes me smile, and makes me laugh like that, that's a genuine, you know, fun level. I will say, though, that's, you know, F the first Yoshi coin. That was a unnecessary difficulty curve. For no reason. It almost feels like there's a missing block underneath those, right? Like underneath the Yoshi coin. I feel like something was meant to be fuck was meant to be put underneath the coin. Because again, the rest of the level feels, you know, normal for what it is, you know, for what it is. I will say, though, that the second half, you know, is much more tame than the first half. But the first half was, like, all I could think about is that frickin' muncher, the muncher trap, dude. Like, seriously? Like you freaking think you're all that, huh? Alright, let's finish this level. Whee! Could I have gotten that moon? I don't know, man. If I rushed, I was either gonna trade or get the moon. Am I dead here? Whoops! I forgot about those, but I'm too lazy to remove them. Please rate this mod 5 stars. That was a classic jump level, so I am a big fan. Like, it started off like, oh, it's gonna be another VLDC 6 lolyoshi level. Then it turned into, this is peak. That was fun. Especially that first half. That was probably the most fun section in the hack yet. Just like, you know, you bounce on the munchers, there's going to be a platform waiting for you, and then there's a muncher on the last one. It's like, wait, am I supposed to take a damage hit here? Putting the lol in lolyoshi, man. Good shit. Good shit. So I think this level shares the same characteristics as Signs Are Useless, which is weird to say that I want to give this top 3, which I'll be honest, the level, while it was fun, I don't think it's top 3. I said the same thing for freaking Purple Pyre, but maybe this level is going to be top 3, right? Because the fun value is, you know, awesome, right? And that's the best thing you can ask about in an AVODC level, other than the aesthetics, maybe. The only downside I got is the freaking first Yoshi coin. Like, I still do not understand that first Yoshi coin. But let's say, you know, you're a casual gamer, you don't want to collect the Yoshi coins like I did in my first playthrough, maybe even my second playthrough, and you don't collect the Yoshi coins. That is the most fun level we would have played yet. But because of that first Yoshi coin, you know what? No. So here's what I'm saying. If I'm relating How Does Moles to Signs Are Useless, Signs Are Useless also had some, you know, questionable stuff, hence its consistency and functionality. But the fun value is what carried it. So yes, I actually think it's third. Don't kid yourself, Alex. Don't let one Yoshi coin tell you otherwise. How Does Moles gets top 3. Because the aesthetics, let's be honest, there was a lot of cutoff with the gimmick. But the creativity, 9.5. I don't think it's a 10. I'm gonna say no because of the second half being just a little lackluster. Like the first half, you know, with bouncing on the moles, which we did in the second half, but the first half, you know, you know? Alright, consistency 8.5, 1 point for the Yoshi coin, and just half a point because the moles were a little jank. Playability gets a 9.5 as well. That was the most fun level yet. And then functionality, 9.5 because of the first Yoshi coin, which I'm gonna put here. There. I'm just thinking to myself, is this actually, like, am I for real putting this in top 3? Like, this was the most fun level yet, without a doubt. And I did say, you know, that if you get a 10, which I mean, this level didn't, but getting a 9.5 is still just as impressive. Then so I'm just thinking, like, I'm in disbelief of putting my top 3. You know what? Yeah. Utilizing a gimmick and making a whole level centered around it and making it feel like a jump level from, you know, from the hack, also named Jump. Making a level that feels like straight out of that hack, which is one of my favorite hacks, is, like, the more I'm talking about it, maybe it's first place. Which, by the way, because I have the ranking list on my second monitor, no, it's not. But it could actually be second place above Crystal Reef Garden. But it's not first place. Alright, moving on. The Mountain World is, you know, starting off good. Which I don't mean to jinx it, but they got Pistachio Cliffs 3 by Agi777. 47th place. So the reason why I'm kind of dropping my enthusiasm is based on the name. Say it with me, chat. Pretty sure this level is from this person's ROM hack that they made separate from VLDC. And they took one level from their hack and they were like, I'm gonna send this specific one into VLDC. Because why else would it be 3 if there weren't a 1, 2, 4, or etc., right? So already that loses a few points for me. Because every VLDC has had one of these, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's not going to be enough to make it a bingo card, but it is a VLDC staple. So 47th place with a score of 72.67 out of 100. And we got the Yellow Switch Palace finally, after. So yeah, all I could think of is, this is from a person's hack, you know? Which, you know, I don't know how to feel about that, because I'll be honest, if I, you know, submitted something in for VLDC, I probably would pick a level out of my hack as well. But like, I don't know. Also, we were supposed to get that Yoshi coin from the Switch Palace. I may as well just reset, but let's keep playing. But like, the fact that just based on the name, they literally picked one level out of, you know, however many, because it could have been, you know, a ROM hack with, you know, 100 exits, you know, 20 exits. But we have played levels in the past that have done that. Also, where am I going right now? Pretty sure this level doesn't have a secret exit. But this is a... this is a long-ass freaking detour. The fact that I'm even doing this, I wonder, can you... With a good enough jump, you probably could, but I am resetting the level anyways because we gotta get that Yoshi coin. And yeah, I guess I gotta hurry, right? I thought I was gonna bounce off of the Goomba. I thought I was gonna bounce high off of that Goomba. It's a skill issue. The fact that, like, yeah, the gimmick is, it's a random ass level from this person's hack, most likely. You totally can't skip this entire bottom part, by the way, for the Yoshi coin. I feel like with a goody, like, nicely timed jump, you could've, but I don't know, because so far, I'll be honest, the level is kind of bland. Like, it feels copy and paste with everything. And, like, this is a long-ass detour, by the way, for just a Yoshi coin. I know sometimes I like to say that, you know, good stuff they have to work for the Yoshi coins, but I feel like the creator kind of just added that there because they didn't want, you know, empty space at the bottom of the level. So again, make it what you want. It does sound like I'm being biased by being a bit harsh on it, being like, you know, it's from some person's hack, big freaking deal. But it's showing, because another reason why that's a problem with me is it's not, you know, it's not, what's the word? It doesn't feel like a VLDC level, right? It feels like this is a level, god damn it, this is a level that, you know, you would play in your, after, you know, beating the first 2 levels. So what I mean by that is, you know, hey, you beat Pistachio Cliffs 1 and 2, so here's the 3rd installment. So what I'm trying to get at is, yeah, it doesn't feel like a VLEC level. It feels like just a normal level that you would play in a adventure hack, right? Like a hack where it's like, hey, let's go rescue Princess Peach. Let's go, you know, let's go on an adventure, right? Let's go to Pistachio Cliffs. Pretty sure there meant to be something here. Was there something there? I feel like I tried to bounce on something. I don't know. I'm just rambling on, and that's the end of the level. That was, honestly, pretty short. 17. And, so yeah, I think my reasoning, what I mean by is like, oh, it's from some person's hack, it also shows both in the length and the gimmick. So, unfortunately to say, this level was, you know, I would have been fine with playing it at being like every other level in the person's hack, right? Like being like, okay, this is the 3rd installment of Pistachio Cliffs. But as a standalone level that you send into VLDC, this level is... It's like, no. You know? Sorry, but no. So, it's probably down here. Because, to give a short, simple answer, the gimmick sucks. The gimmick sucks in this level. And the level was pretty short. And the level was kind of copy and paste. That's your short answer. And your long answer is basically what I was rambling on about. So, I do genuinely think it's down here. Yeah, I think it goes here, above Seaside Course. Because all I could think of is, all of these levels genuinely felt like a standalone level. That they sent specifically for, that they made and sent specifically for this contest. But let's say, like, yeah, despite what I said, not even despite what I said, with what I said, it actually could go pretty low. Because, again, the gimmick, like the level itself, kind of sucks. Because it was just Goombas, Paragoombas and Piranha Plants. That's it. That's really all I got. Like, it legit could go all the way down here, but, like, let's pretend for a second that it's a standalone level. It's still pretty weak, right? So I think it could go right underneath Kind Timber Biome. Because even Kind Timber Biome, the judges said it was copy and paste, but to me, it didn't feel like it. It was still boring and short. Which, the more I'm talking about it, maybe this level, Pistachio Cliffs, is better than Kinder Biome. But it's not better than these 2 levels. Definitely not better than Bright Forest. Because this level was short as well, but it was more creative. Holyoke World was pretty butts, but it still was pretty unique. So, like, yeah, again, I might be biased with my reasoning, but even if I did rank it as a standalone level, the level was still pretty weak. Because, you know, I did play, there was, I think, a VLDC 6 level that, you know, it had a similar name where it was like Cake Island 4. I was like, okay, this level is probably gonna, you know, kind of suck. But playing it, it was pretty legit, right? So even if, you know, you steal a level out of your own hack and send it in VLDC, you could just spruce it up and it would feel like a brand new level. This level didn't. So the aesthetics, I mean, there was no cutoff, but, and it was green like pistachios, but I don't really know the purple side of things. 6.5. Creativity, I'm gonna say it's lazy, based on the fact that you sent it from your own hack and it showed. Again, normally I would be fine. Personal side says, yeah, that's a problem, but you could at least make it exciting, and the level wasn't really. Consistency, well, a little bit of jank regarding the Paragoombas, but 9.5, I think. Playability, I guess a 7. And functionality, I'm pretty sure there was a sprite despawn. I'm not gonna... I was thinking, if I say that, I have to cross it off of the bingo card, but... Okay, let's give a different reasoning. It's a short level. I'll put short plus copy paste question mark. No, I'm gonna put short. Lazy would kind of. I'll just leave it as short. It's short. So yeah, I jinxed it, chat. 2 banger levels and a, let's say, controversial one. So we got the Yellow Switch Palace by Leod. Leod? Let's say Leon. Apparently there's Yoshi coins in this level. I just noticed in the top right. Interesting. Okay. Well, I see all the Yoshi coins. Oh. Okay, we're doing this. Why did it stop there? What? I was pressing down. Okay, I'm pretty sure we could play this level again. Oh, there's an orb. Alright, can we get the double yump again? Oh, I actually got the pixel, the pixel clip. Okay, there's a couple of things we could fill out here. We might have to collect the orb after. I'll just fill it out now. Did I get a yump yet today? I don't think so. We did get the pixel clip though. Where is it? There we go. Ah. The power of the switching up turn will turn blank into that. Yeah! Yes, indeed. GG's. Well, we're not done yet because we're going to run it back. Please don't squish. Please don't squish. Thank you. Alright, we got a legit level on our hands. And no, I'm not going to rank this in my ranking list. But let me see this again. Can I not go underneath this? Apparently not. That is really freaking weird, isn't it? Alright, let's do this properly then. I'm probably gonna fail miserably. Alright, that should be enough, right? Just making... Oh, I gotta free up here, though. Let's just... That should be fine. Should be. Apparently it's a new gimmick. That's why it didn't work there. There was coins at the bottom. Okay. Okay. I was like, this is a problem. So that's why the coin snake didn't go on the bottom 3, because there was hidden PAL coins there. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, the orb's too far, man. Alright, fine. Orb. GG's. Yes, we did get the yump. Alright. I was totally ready to just go into my ranking list. I mean, fine, you want me to pretend like I'm ranking it? It was a short level. It didn't have a midway. The level was kind of, like, not breakable, but, you know, there's a problem with the coin snake that it can't go on the bottom 3. You could have just removed the coins there. But you utilize the coin snake as a gimmick, which no one ever does, and for good reason. But still, good shit. You get I don't. Where would I rank it if I did? Let's pretend. Where would I rank it? It was short. It had no enemies. It had no midway. It probably goes down here above Mario Adventure. All right, let's move on. We got, it really makes it by Sockbat Replica, 41st place. This person, I think I remember liking some of their VLDC levels, but some of them were a pretty big problem. So, kind of, you know, 50-50 what we'll get. With a score of 41st. Score of 77 flat out of 100. Let's do it. Oh, auto-scroller. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Gonna fill that out now. Hello, cute shaman. Am I a Latios? No. I am a they are called airplane dragons. I am a airplane dragon. You sound surprised. I guess you could see how I might be a Latios. you seem surprised. Anyway, welcome. Alright, we got auto-scroller. Let's fill that out. Oh, I had these squishy mushies. I might add this one to the bingo card next time. They're a pretty interesting gimmick. There were some levels outside of VLDC that I played with these things, and I hated those levels, okay? I freaking hated those levels. Because you would have to, like, raise them up, and of course, they were also on an auto-scroller, so I guess those mushrooms are just hard locked to be an auto-scroller. Oh god, look at all of this. Give me that cake. Sorry, it's a little tense about those footballs. They like to do inconsistent stuff. Okay, there is, like, a lot of stuff here. Is there, I assume because there's no that it's an auto-scroller, there's gonna be no midway here. Which, I mean, based on the fact that we got all the Yoshi coins, that is the level. 40. Alright, short, but pretty action-packed auto-scroller. So I will say it was fun while it lasted. And it was pretty vanilla, so yeah. Despite it being short, it was fun for what it was. Excuse me. Alright, sorry. Yeah, I guess just ranking time. So, it was as vanilla as can be. The only thing that wasn't vanilla was the music. There was no midway, which let me go ahead and do that. Whoops. Pressed on the wrong tab. Gotta go here, go to this one, and yeah, no midway. Almost at a bingo. I don't think we had a death before a midway just yet. Oh, oops, I actually died before a midway. No, I'm not gonna do that on purpose. Alright, now we're gonna rank it. So, yeah, it's a short level, it's an auto-scroller, and there's no midway. But for what it was fun while it lasted. Ouch. So that's the thing. If it's a short level, then that means it goes down here, right? Not necessarily, because again, it was action-packed. There are some parts where I'm kind of surprised, you know, there was no slowdown with the amount of sprites on the screen. But it was fun for what it was. It was legit fun. So I'm like, yeah, based on the fact that it's a short level and no midway and an auto-scroller, you would think it would go down here automatically. But no, it was fun, Felix. So, like, I'm not gonna put it up here still, but I'm willing to... Is it more fun than Verlassen? It's more fun than Platform Panic. Is it more fun than Verlassen? No. No. But it is better than all of these levels, so it really makes it gets... Also, I don't really get the name of it. It's kind of just... It's a name. So yeah, the aesthetics, it's as vanilla as can be. 7.5. Creativity, I mean, I gotta give you a 7.5 because, like, it's getting the respect it deserves because they made it a short, non-midway auto-scroller, but it was fun all the way throughout. So I'm gonna put here short plus no midway. Plus auto-scroller. All of that. I'll probably look back at this and be like, why is this 25th? Well, future me, it was fun because, or it was fun. It was fun. Consistency, you get, honestly, an 8 because of the footballs. It didn't cause problems, but I think that, no. You know why I think I'm, like, on the fence? Because I think if I died maybe twice, then this level would have gotten on my nerves. But the fact that I first tried it, I think that's why. I think I'm exposing myself saying that. So let's, like, yeah, despite that problem, I think it could still stay here. Like, maybe it can move down underneath these two. But also, give me a second. What level was Bright Forest that I ranked it low? Was it that 76th place level here? Okay, it was this one. Okay. Sorry, I was mixing up Bright Forest with another, like, forest level that had a similar name to it. I don't know what I was thinking. It's late. My fault for streaming late. Alright, playability, I gotta give you an 8. It was fun while it lasted. And functionality, 9 because of the I just had a brain fart. 9 because of the footballs. Okay. Jeez, I was like phasing out for a second there. I'm not even tired. I'm actually quite full of energy, all things considered. Anyway, next level, we got Lake in a Mountain. Based on the aesthetics, you are absolutely correct because we are on a mountain and we are currently in a lake. By Gabriel Yanni, 70th place with a score of 48.67 out of 100. So this is underneath the 50%. All right. It's gloomy, dude. What is that? That's technically cut off. Am I gonna get anything to open up what's in this question mark block? I mean, there's serious lack of enemies already. There's another. Oh, there's so many all of a sudden. Okay, is there... Like, there's nothing I could use to open that question. Okay, there we go. The one freaking Koopa, dude. And a midway, okay. What? Excuse-moi? Where did he go? Oh, I was expecting a pit there, but that is a long-ass midway. Alright, wee! So, I just knew. That's why it backed out. I'm actually so on top of myself. I kind of figured it. Nice voice crack, Felix. I kind of figured it was a cape. Alright. That's also what I thought. Oh gosh. That might cause a problem that there's a Yoshi coin up here, because that means that I feel like I have no choice but to fly this entire... Oh! Hello! That's a moon. Not what I was expecting, but I am pleasantly surprised. Nice bounce, dude. Alright. Yeah, I'm being a little... Not little careful. What's the word I was looking for? Like, look at this aesthetics. Look at that. All the wood pieces, like, fixed together. Oh, this is a big ol' lake, isn't it? Nothing around me but blue. I was about to say, what did I kill up there? Right, that guy. Alright. I mean, I gotta respect. That's one of the most optimal ways of, you know, not causing cutoff, but you still have cutoff in the concrete blocks there. We got so far and tried so hard, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Where the hell did that thing come from? Figured there was no water tiles at the bottom. Okay, GG's. That was a very bland level. The second half kind of had a bit more, but the first half, you could call it that, was... Yeah, you know? Kind of surprised, no offense, that this isn't ranked even lower. Because 70th place is... Again, the lowest ranked levels world, I think highest placement is 78. So this is 8th placements. So I gotta admit that despite how the level felt, it did feel like a poorly made level. No offense to Gabriel, but despite that, I think it was pretty legit for what it was. Because even though it was short, and the first half didn't really have much, like, my problem at first was, I was about to say, it kind of sucks how much you have to go back for the feather / power-up. However, that feather was needed to collect a Yoshi coin and the moon if you wanted. So, it wasn't, you know, entirely useless. And again, the second half, I kind of liked... I liked the aesthetics in terms of how empty it felt. The music definitely helped with that feeling. It just felt gloomy. But yeah, from a level standpoint of view, it is a water level. You can only do so much, and this is definitely, you know, one of the weaker water levels we played. What else is there to say? Not really much else, right? The level is... It's a lake and a mountain. Like... I don't know what else to say. There's not really much else to say. I think the person did try their hardest in the level, so I give that, you know, credit. However, it is still a pretty, you know, level. Like, professionally speaking, right? So, like, looking back, I genuinely felt like it was a decent level in the second half, where, you know, you technically had to go underneath the big, giant body of water to, you know, explore the secrets in it. So, you know, there's a Yoshi coin at the bottom. But, like, if you were to just speedrun through the level, it is very bland. So once again, it could probably go down here. Like, dare I say, better than, like, my bias says it's better than Pistachio Cliffs 3, but from a professional point of view, like, yeah, it probably goes down here. I don't want to put it down here, though. That's the thing. I guess it gets 36. Like, again, from a professional point of view, it is bland. There was cutoff. It was short with the midweight, and it is a water level. What else is there to say about that? Like, if it were up to me, which I know it's my list, but you know what I mean? It probably goes above Lolyoshi World, above these ones. I'm still thinking. No, I think it has to go down here. So like 7.5, maybe come, you know, second breeze or whatever whatever the saying goes. It probably can go higher, but all signs point to it does belong down here. So the creativity, I gotta give you a 5.5. The 0.5 just for the secrets in the second half, but short. It didn't feel short. I think that's why I like this level. There was a sense of exploration. It wasn't a straight line. I think that's what I liked about this level. But even then, all the levels above are better. So, sorry. Even you get a 7 in aesthetics just because of the cutoff. I know the creator tried their best, but you know, consistency, you got a 10. I don't think there was any jank with it. I will say though that, you know, you have to collect the mushroom and then keep that mushroom until you get the shell to collect the feather, because, you know, if you're a small Mario and you hit that question mark block, it would have been another mushroom, right? So that's another problem with this level. Playability, you get a 6.5. I almost want to give you a 7, but like, again, bias says this level's fine. Professionally speaking, kind of a pretty underwhelming level. And functionality, you get a 10. 9.5 because of what I explained about the feather. That's still a little eh. Like this is the one time that I would have been fine with a switch block. You could have made that block a green switch block instead. So GG's. Alright. Right, I'm playing a game. Let's move on. We got Pokey's Paradise by Alexis. PP! You know, I gotta say it when I see it, chat. 57th place with a score of 64.67 out of 100. It sounded like I was about to drop a beat there. 64.67! Alright, Yoshi's Island music. See, I finally recognized the one. Notice how I got that first try, there was nothing up there. I am upset. Ooh, give me that cake. Thank you. I was about to say this level is seriously lacking in, I bet you anything, that was a sprite limitation. I'm gonna double back to check. It was. Sprite limit. Get ready to jump, Felix. How did they even sprite limitation there? There was just, I think, a Pokey and that was it. I mean, sure, right? And a Yoshi, okay. This level has a stacked up in power-ups already. So I don't know if there was Yoshi coins in this level or not. Ooh, hello. Any secreters? Alright, more Yoshi's Island music. Got me in that little little alcove in here. Oh! I did not expect these levels to have freaking moons, but again, I am pleasantly surprised. You might have noticed that compared to other VLDCs, they're not counting the moons, but I think starting VLDC 9, I think, it'll start, you know, telling us if, auto-generator, by the way. No, I didn't. Okay. I got auto-generator. No, so, okay. This level is full of surprises, apparently. Layer 2! It's very good at filling out the fucking bingo card, as we've seen. Alright. That was like 3 bingo slots in a very short span. Alright, switch blocks. That would have been another one if we didn't, what's it called, already fill it out. Alright, this level it's very, like, a kid made this type of level. But it's very silly. Yeah, it might be because of the bingo card. Because I think without the bingo card, I've been like, what the hell is this level doing? Alright, is there any midway? I'm really scared that there was, whoops. That there's Yoshi coins, you know, that I have to fly up to. But so far, we're doing pretty alright. Yeah, the fact that the camera scrolls like that, there's probably something. Oh my god, look at this. Like, yeah, the design it's goofy. It's right, yep. Alright. All we have to do now, chat. Maybe it's in another pipe, who knows? I'm just about to fly over this entire level. Imagine if one of the pipes that we entered put us past the frickin'... like, past the midway, and past the Yoshi coin. Because that's honestly what it's kind of looking like right now, isn't it? So yeah, if I was a proper tryhard, there it is. Alright. Where did I miss it? I should be ashamed of myself. I was there. That was when I knocked off the... I'm gonna fly back, by the way. I don't think I have enough time to just platform my way back, unfortunately. Now we're a proper tryhard, right? Like, this is what would happen if you were a Tasker, right? This is what Task would do. They would grab the feather and straight to the skies they go. Imagine I fly over the finish. Am I even gonna have enough time to get back? I'm a little worried. Okay, this looks like the end. 20 seconds to spare.
29.
Bonus stars to get. Alright, that was a certified goofy level. Like, that was definitely, like, little cousin made this for you level. So I should be like, yeah, this level, it was, you know, another case of kind of poorly made, but it passes by for all the questionable shit that Alexis made, because, like, yeah, why did one subsection have, you know, a Yoshi? Why did the other one have a sprite limitation? Why wasn't there many Pokeys in this level? Why was there a moon in that one section? Why was there a layer 2 section? Like, this creator makes me feel like they wanted to use everything at the Super Mario World disposal. So I actually don't know how I'm gonna rank this level. The one sentence I got about this level is it's goofy. It's capital G goofy. Because like they hooked you up with power-ups up the butt. They kind of had copy and paste here and there. They had subsections that literally had no point of being there, but they added it just for the sake of being there. And sprite limitation. So I legit don't know how I want to rank this, because again, by all the signs say down here as well, because like, if you want me to sum it up, it is kind of a poorly made level. It was fun, but it was like, you know, a little kid level, right? Even despite saying that, I don't know where I want to rank it. I guess let's just go down the list. So, more fun than this, more fun than this, more fun than this, more fun than this. And I think that's where I'm gonna stop. Because I think Bright Forest had more of the challenging value than this level had. But again, this level had so much in creativity. They had the quantity over semi-quality. The reason, and I say semi-quality is, I'm not gonna say that the quality was ass, but you know, it could have been better. But the quantity was overwhelming, you know? This level didn't have a midway as well, that's right. It's alright. It goes underneath Bright Forest. I don't think it's any lower. I think this level barely passes by being underneath these two. Because by the way, these two levels, I called it at the beginning. These two levels are were part of the lowest ranked levels world, and I said that the lowest ranked levels world in this VLDC is properly the lowest ranked levels for a reason, because they all, no offense, they did suck. So yeah, I think it could go here. Goofy. So the aesthetics, it was unchanged with some questionable stuff, I'm pretty sure. Was there any cutoff? Man, I could just go back in and base it on the first. So it's not edited. I think Yoshi's Island music is overrated in my opinion. No offense. So yeah, 6.5. Creativity, I feel like I have no choice but to give you a... I'll give you an A just based on the quantity. like by all means you should get a 7.5, but you had so much in this level. Consistency, with the amount of stuff you have, it was bound to backfire. There was some inconsistencies here and there. There were sprite limitations. I think 8.5 is fine. Playability 7.5. You'll almost get away with an 8. Almost. And functionality, I think, gets a 7. I think that's where it's also lacking. So again, this level was interesting, but you know, good shit. I'll say that at the end of the day, good shit. So I just realized something. Did I get 40 bonus stars today? I don't remember. I think I'm gonna be ending the stream soon. I don't know, let's just keep going for now. We got Variety Path by KevKot. I recognize this name from the previous VLDCs. I don't remember their levels. However, 77th place, that is one placement away of being in the lowest ranked levels world, by the way. 78th is the highest ranking level. That's how close it is. So this is like the pseudo lowest ranked levels world. The final boss, dude, with a score of 30.67 out of 100. That's two whole points away from being in the lowest ranked levels world. So let's do it. Alright, what do we got here? What you got for me? Pipes that are not green are reset pipes. Use them if you mess up anything important. I'm gonna keep your word for that. I'm gonna check all the colored pipes. All of them. Mark my words. Don't actually. Alright, that is the reset pipe indoor, and that is our bingo for the stream chat. Good stuff. Alright. Shucks and their janks, man. Oh, I really can't reach up there, huh? Alright, I do wonder why there's a reset pipe here. That's what I've been taking note of. While I am always appreciative when there's, you know, not midway, sorry, that there's, you know, a reset pipe, I also wonder in what situation will I need it for. Okay, 2 power-ups back to back. I ain't complaining. What I am complaining about is this very claustrophobic level. I jumped right into that one. I panicked. This person Okay. I dropped like a rock there. Pixel clip. If I was a gamer, I would have reacted to that. It's totally not like it's a pixel perfect clip. Hence the name. Alright. So far, all of the enemies consist of frickin' chucks, man. And I don't like these frickin' baseball throwing chucks. I'm sorry, I forgot about the one frickin' Koopa, dude. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for these to despawn. Because I'm frickin' gonna follow them, and that's just another obstacle. Oh! God damn it, why am I panicking? This level is not hard. These frickin' chucks are... These freaking chucks are just living in my head rent-free, dude. It's them and their goddamn jank. He just started the level. Okay. I guess I can't rush there. I was screwed there. I was screwed. Oh my god, I almost... Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. Lock in, Felix. This is just the first room. With a time of 800 seconds, that's got me a teensy tiny bit worried. Yeah, what's up with the lack of background, by the way? It's just pure gray. Yes, that was another sprite limitation there, but I'm pretty sure we already filled that out. There we go. Alright. Bot. Always making me stop my damn playthrough for you gosh darn bots. Get that ass banned. I always like to say that. I never get to say that. Alright, look at me taking my sweet ass time. Oh! I've got the strats, baby. Alright, where did you come from? There was a hidden door there. What the heck, man? What was that? Oh, that's solid. What the heck? Okay. Oh my god, am I dead here? No fucking way. I'm actually kind of tilted from that. I don't know why I'm tilted from that, but I just am. Alright, at least we get to see what's in that door. It freaking got me. Dude, I hate shocks. Alright, this level is already causing us more trouble than any level we played today. That's kind of impressive because, I mean, Yeah, did any other level cause me problems? Technically, only the lolyoshi Yoshi coin was the only other problem that I had so far today. Alright. You know, if I have 800 seconds, you could bet your ass I'm gonna... Why do I keep almost dying there? Like, all I have to do is hold the jump button and run off, but I drop like a goddamn rock when it's only a one-tile gap, man. Alright, what you got for me? Secret exit? Something! Oh. Go, Felix. We're apparently on a timer for something. Oh gosh. I don't know where to go. Ah! Why is there a wall here? I don't know where I'm going, chat. Alright, unless we got the banger. Technically, this level is called Variety Path, and it does have the variety so far. Alright. What? Oh, there's a power-up in there. That's what's embarrassing about my end. This level is throwing us freaking power-ups up the ass, but I'm still freaking dying. Okay, there we go. Come on, jump. Yeah, right? Like, you got all of this goodies for me, but it's still not enough. The only reason why I haven't died in this section is because there's no chucks. I say that as I get hit. That is... Oh, that's actually not too bad. Yeah. This music's so good. I still think it's like one of the best Mario songs for... Can I drop down that pit? I noticed the camera can still scroll down. Well, hopefully I'm gonna meet that down there. Here, I'll hold the L on taking a hit because that was genuine. Was there a reason for that subsection or what? Because I think it was just for the power-up. Let's reset. It was a color, that's right. They already forgot about the main gimmick about this level. Alright, so far no midway. Based on how the first room was, pretty sure there's gonna be no midway in this level. Alright. Ah yes, I like platforming on these. Fuck! No, that sucks. Oh, I'm deflated. I have to deal with this first room again. I hate this room. It's, you know, it's bad because I already had to develop stress for it. And what I mean by that is, you know the spots that I like lined up to kill the frickin' charging chucks. Yeah, that's what I mean, you know. Okay, I gotta jump there. That's ridiculous, and it shouldn't be. I'm gonna go the door path for now. I feel like this has more of a linear path than the other way did. Pixel clip. Was there anything else? No, it's just to get to this pipe. I actually should take note of the path that the line platform goes, because I'm pretty sure that's just a shortcut, isn't it? In which case I don't want to take, because that section that we were in... Whoops. This is fine. The section that we were in had a Yoshi coin. I'm also holding on to hope that all of this is just for a possible secret exit, so... how did I get hit there? So yeah, this subsection is literally pointless other than the power-up, but with the way the rest of this level has been going, this level is short. Or not short, but, okay, these spots I'm getting hit at are ridiculous. I should not be getting hit by these. Whoops. No, I don't want to continue on this run. I just got frustrated and loaded the save state. Alright. We might be stuck on this level for the rest of the stream, chat. I'm hoping we can get at least one exit before I end the stream. Oh. It's gonna be one of those levels, isn't it? I don't even know how I got hit there. That was... Can I do a shortcut here? Can I dodge this one chuck? Can I skip this one chuck? That was a little inconsistent. Whatever, it's worth to take the hit just for the fire flower. To just hang out here. There we go. Alright, make sure to jump, Felix. I didn't jump, and I still dropped like a rock there. Alright, this time let's try the, let's try this path. By the way, these reset pipes are poorly placed because now we know where, like, the reasoning for the reset pipe, right? In case you're stupid and, Fuck off, Chalk. That's so stupid. Okay, so that door is 100,000,000% useless. And yeah, the rest of this... So, that door is 1,000,000,000% useless. Because you skip out on a Yoshi coin. And that's just never-ending pit. So, okay, so... Like, now, you know, we crossed off most stuff, right? Like, maybe there's a bit more to, whoops, a bit more to explore in this section. Alright, that part's a little tricky. Don't have a whole lot of room to spin jump there. So, maybe call it a skill issue all you want. Oh, I'm glad I didn't commit. I was definitely dead there. Alright. Stupid. Again, I'm not even worried about taking hits because there's power-ups everywhere. Alright, I'm still gonna play it carefully. I'm getting tilted at this section, man. I think I'm better off just pressing it here and then, like, running. Now I could just platform like this normally. Yeah, that's so much better, Felix. Alright, will there be a midway through this pipe? Let's find out. Nope, we're in a castle all of a sudden. If you enter the yellow pipe, the yellow blocks will fade away and the green blocks will appear. Alright, we got puzzles, apparently. I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. Thank you. Thank you. I'm mad. I'm mad. Okay. So we got... Like, I'm still fuming over the frickin' chuck, but let's get to the matter at hand. Okay, so I want to go through this. No, I don't. Because we need a silver piece switch. I think if I just committed, I was fine there. Oh, I'm glad that we hit that message block because at first I was thinking, is this gonna be blue P-switch? Okay. Just gotta hit it here. Of course, gotta deal with this guy. You know, with a perfectly timed P-throw, you definitely could do a mid-air P-switch jump and probably skip that. Alright. Do a jump, and that guy almost killed my run, and I would have been much more upset than normal. But now we're through here, so now this room changed a lot. Alright. So I think we want to go to the top of the screen first. Okay, that's kind of a bitch move. Oh, sprite limitation. I'm just so paranoid about these stupid chucks, man. Like, leave me alone. Oh, I wonder... Oh, we do need this. Fuck. Wait, no, this is fine. Is this gonna be, okay, perfect. Perfect. Now, that's what I wanted to do with the P-switch in the ice section, by the way. Uh-oh, I was probably supposed to do that first. Yep. Alright, you got me good. Well, I'm just gonna explore around now. Does it still double down as a reset pipe? Yes. It actually still keeps me in the green switch section too. I'm actually fine with dying. I was trying to run across that, but I guess that wasn't enough. Ah, that was solid. I was totally ready to kill that sumo bro. Okay, I have to remember how to do this section. Even though I literally did it like a couple of seconds ago. Again, some of these jumps just unnecessarily suck. Alright. I'm really glad that doesn't drop me into a pit. Can you screw off, dude? Thank you. Alright, despite this level's problems, I was like, okay, you want me to be honest? I remember this level vaguely from when I played it in my own time, and I remember this being my least favorite level. But playing it now, it's kind of fine. Not gonna lie. Like, the only thing that's frustrating me is these freaking chucks, man. Other than that, it's kind of... It's fine, you know? Like, I like this, basically on-off switch gimmick. Still no sign of a secret exit, though, by the way. Now we're outside. It's been a while since I heard this song. I'm glad we're listening to this again. And we're back to jank. Okay. Give me that power up. That was... I did not like that setup. Oh my god, okay. Okay, this is getting... What? Stop with the chucks, man. Stop. Just stop. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. How am I not dead yet? Okay, this... I'm so scared right now. Oh my god. No. No, no. That's on me. That's on me. I was about to complain and be like there was too much stuff to focus on, but you know what? I'll hold that. That's a GG's. You know, GG's. So I want... No, because I can't collect the blue P-switch in the green section. I also can't bring this with me, because I have to grab the silver P-switch. The reason why I'm thinking that, by the way, is you might have noticed that, what's it called? Green pipe entering the overworld section. It's kind of hovering over a pit of oil. You might notice it when I get there second time around. Okay, I gotta go up there first. Like, yeah, what? This does not need to be tight like that. I needed a silver P-switch first. I am so stupid. Am I retarded? What am I missing all of a sudden? I think I'm retarded, chat. I think I'm retarded. I may be slightly stupid. I thought I moved far enough away. Alright, this is... I was wondering if there was anything I might have missed. Alright, I just want to say that the colored pipe wasn't a reset pipe. I know it was for the gimmick, but it was still a colored pipe. I'm holding you accountable. Alright, let's see if I can do this properly now. Seriously, I don't know what I was thinking that run. Like, I have no excuse. Okay, that was just stupid. I think I'm losing a few brain cells for no reason. Yeah, how did I mess it up that badly? That's sad from me. I'm glad I have enough time. I'm still, like, a little sketch, but I guess it's fine. Alright, remember when I said that this level is full of power-ups? Kind of lacking now, isn't it? I also did just lose a lot. I'm dead here. I would have been if I just stuck around. So yeah, this pipe here. I'm wondering if there's gonna be anything there. Alright. Glad that that's a little strat that I kind of just found out on the fly. That was sketch. That was sketch. Just run, Felix. What up? I didn't get that last time. Okay. Don't do the same mistake twice. I really want to save state here because I want to know if that pipe at the beginning is gonna be a secret exit or not with this P-switch. No, because I think the last Yoshi coin is gonna be further. Okay, this... Okay. Okay. Okay? That jump is... Nah, that jump is... No, dude. No fucking way that's how I go out. On a jump like that, that is... Like, the devil would be disgusted by that jump. That was... Pixel clip, by the way. That jump was... That made me sick. Yep. Get that chuck out of here. I really wish these chucks were affected by this silver P-switch, which, by the way, is those... This silver P-switch normally affects just sprites, which the the chucks are sprites. Well, let's do all this again. So now I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go trek backwards and go see what was in that beginning pipe, because I am not doing that jump again. Like, fuck that jump. I can't even do a duck jump either because it's on a slant. That's how rude it is. And that's what makes it rude. Alright, that section is actually not too bad. If I just rush it... Okay, I'm gonna save state here because I want to see if that mushroom is a checkpoint somehow. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? This time I'll I'll do it because I actually shouldn't have collected the mushroom. Like, what is that jump, man? That was so smart by me. That is, I'm so giga-brained for that. Get absolutely fucked, KevKot. That's what I get for pumping myself up. I'm not even mad I'm using this save state checkpoint. Because, just... why with this single jump slants all of a sudden? Just why? It does not need to be this ridiculous all of a sudden. Like, this one I have no choice but to do. And I bonked. And I'm dead like that. That's actually... like, this level was passable at first, but these jumps are... unnecessary, man. Oh. This is stupid. This is stupid, man. I gotta know in the judge notes if the judges were also thinking the same thing. There we go. Okay. Now I'm fine with dying because we got all the Yoshi coins. So if we die, I will hold the L. I'm playing it so safe. Where are we going? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're still going. Oh, this is just Kaizo right here. Yeah, fuck that. Are you serious right now? What is this? Okay, there's a ground here. I was about to say, what is that jump? I should have died there. What is this jump? Okay, I think I know what to do. There we go. Give me a mushroom. P-switch? Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Fair enough. What? What? No! What? Yeah, fucking right, man. Yeah, right. Okay, this just feels like a shitpost now. What? Like, what is that? Oh my god, we're still not done? Oh, finally.
21.
That was... What the fuck was that last section? I'm not even mad that, or feel embarrassed that I used a save state there. Like, those yellow spikes already have bad enough hitboxes. Then you have to add a freaking Kaizo jump like that? That is fucked up. I can't believe I have to play this again for the secret exit, but you know what? I'm gonna save that for next time because I am mentally drained. That level was fucking... Like, are you for real is my question to that level. Because it started off fine. I will say it's, like, okay, the first room with all the chugs and stuff, that sucked, but it felt like a proper level. Actually, you know what? No. Because there was kind of a problem with the door being useless. Then you had that frickin', what's it called? You had that... I forget now. There was another... Oh yeah, there was that subsection in the ice cave part. That subsection was useless. Then you had the entirety of the second half, other than the puzzle room. The puzzle room was actually kind of legit, with some questionable jumps. But literally the entire second half was like literal what the fuck jumps. Either way, we will not be ranking it this level tonight or checking the judge notes. So be sure to tune in next time and next stream/episode where we get the secret exit and then properly rank this. Trust me, I'm not gonna forget about this level. I'm just shaking my head right now because that's all I gotta say is, are you serious? That was the are you serious moment. Alright chat, peace out for tonight. Hope you all have a good week ahead of you. If you're in school, pretty sure you're in your last week of school. Or for me, it is time for work. Anyway, peace out chat.